New setup, who this? Hey guys, it is me, Berrie, and today I am coming at you from a brand new location, my motorhome. I'm not kidding. So I brought a motorhome. What an announcement. And the exciting announcements just continue to get more exciting. Today I am here with a collab video with the one and only LPS Cobalt, a king, a legend, the best of the best. Yes. Mans had an iconic idea to do ranking of all the blind box pets. Move out of the way, mama. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. I've been living in my ranking era lately, and it just felt right to do this. I will have his video linked below, and it will be linked at the end of the video, so make sure you check it out. Obviously, I cannot wait to check it out to see if we have the same opinions or differing opinions, to see if we're going to have to fist fight in the parking lot of Chili's or not. So I will give a slight disclaimer here and let you guys know that, as you can see from this totally perfectly unopened box here, can you guess which one it is? Yeah, you know. I have not opened any of these except for boop. So I am ranking these totally based off of the photos and videos that my friends have made about them. So yeah, stay tuned for me to actually finally open these. Will it be this year? Will it be next year? Will it be 10 years from now? Just stay tuned. Okay, the first Littlest pet shop that we are ranking today is, of course, number one, the iconic panda, the literal mascot for the brand. Oh, I forgot to do my ranking tier list. Oh my god, guys, forget that I said anything. My tier lists are, as always, the top is the top, and say it with me, everybody, the bottom is the bottom. So yeah, back into the video. Wow, Cobalt, are you just so glad you collabed with me? I'm such a professional. This panda is literally the epitome of iconic. It truly sums up iconic more than the dictionary could ever sum up the word iconic. This panda is iconic. I hate to sound like a broken record, but there truly is not a better word that could sum up this panda. I love the heart detailing, and it's just, it's chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Next up, we have the purple poodle. I put this mama into sleigh because she is my favorite poodle mold, but I'm just not feeling her. I believe that I have a pink poodle that is so similar to this one, and I really hate the little like heart thing that's like above her eye. It really just looks like an imperfection because it is so small. I don't like it. Next is the just amazing chef's kiss Clydesdale. If you don't put him in legendary, you're smoking crack. Crack is what you're smoking. He is perfect. He is the definition of legendary. I love him with all my heart. This is one of my favorite molds of all time that LPS have ever brought out. I can't even talk about it because I just love it so much. I'm getting shook. Next up, we have the ragdoll cat with heterochromia, not heterosexuality. Thank God. This queen is iconic. If this had just been a ragdoll cat without the mismatched eyes, I think it probably would have been lower for me just because I am lucky enough to have the original one of this mold that looks pretty similar. Not super similar, but similar enough. But with that heterochromia, and of course she is the mama that's in the box. She is showing out and she is showing off, and I love her for that. Next up, we have the bull. I want you guys to get serious right now if this was going in any other category than legendary. He is extra legendary. He's in a category of his own. I love him with all of my soul. Never in my life did I think we were going to get another bull. So I am just, he literally could have been the ugliest color pattern known to man, and he still would have been legendary because this mold means the world to me, and he's legendary, and I don't want to hear about it. If you don't think so, get the f*** out, period. I literally can't stand it. So next we have this guy. I thought it was a centipede. I've also seen it called a silkworm, but then on the LPS merch database thing, they call it a caterpillar. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna stick with centipede because it's giving centipede. Whatever you want to call it, this is it. This is iconic because this mold is one of the most bobbly-headed bobblers to ever exist. And this color is one of my favorite colors of all time. She's just serving, she's giving. This is a pretty underrated mold. There are very few that are in this mold, which is probably why there's so much discourse as to what this mold actually even is. The star of the eye is okay, we get it, girl. You're a drag queen. She's working it. I love her. Next up is the Pink Otter, which we are lucky enough to have live in studio. Oh my god. We're with a celebrity. She is the moment. She is obviously iconic because look at her. Look at the little feet. Look at the little hearts in the ears. She's so simple, but she's so amazing, and you really can't go wrong with her. I love her so much. Thank you, Miss Mama, for joining us. Now it's time to get out. Oh my god. Next is the Creepy Rabbit. Destroy it. Destroy it. Just bomb the entire box. It's a freak. It's a literal freak. I don't like looking at it. Oh my god, it's like it can't get any worse, and then it does. Next we have what people are calling the Quail with that surfboard that's way bigger than the actual LPS even is. This is a flop. I am so sorry to one of my best friends who loves this Littlest Pet Shop. I love you, girl, but there's something wrong with you. I just hate the color scheme of this LPS so much. I put it in flop only because my friend kind of made me like see it in a different light. I do love that they use the Pet Triplets mold, but that's about it. That's all I'm gonna give this. I don't even know what type of bird this is. Like, people are saying it's a quail. Like, I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know what this is. Next is the Blonde Spaniel. This design, wow. She snapped. She's a legend. She's so perfect. She's literally like the definition of like popular girl, baddie. She's just amazing. I love that her eyes are looking in two different directions, and yet somehow she is still the most gorgeous girl in this entire box. Next up we have the Pelican. Y'all gonna make me say it? Flop. Okay. The Pelican mold itself, I am not a hater of. I do enjoy it. It's not super common, so I love that we're bringing that back. The colors, I do really enjoy, actually. The problem is, this pet has the grainiest eyes of all of the pets. I don't even have to have opened mine to know that mine has horrific eyes. Every single one I have seen has had really terrible pixelated eyes. Even the promo picture they showed was horrifically pixelated. For that reason, I'm sorry girl, but you are a flop. It hurts me, but I had to do it. Corgi! This is iconic. The crowned accessory is really what set it over the edge for me. If you're familiar, there actually are two blonde and white corgis in G7 already, which is kind of like, girl, what are you doing? One comes in the Fun Factory set. However, they are different enough in design that I will give them a pass. It's not totally different. Obviously, they could have just chose different colors. They didn't for whatever reason. But for her coming with this crown, they really knew what they were doing when they made this, and I love her. Next is a chameleon. This is legendary, and I don't want to hear about it if you don't think so. This is one of my biggest grail Littlest Pet Shops of all time. I wanted the original so bad. I find this one looks so much like the original that I'm perfectly happy. I'm so excited to own this one, and I'm so glad of all the molds they could have brought back, they brought back this one as well. It's literally like they dug into my brain and chose so many of my favorite molds to bring back for G7. Like, they literally snapped in the design room, and I'm so grateful. Next we have the shark. This is a beautiful shark. I do feel like I have a shark that's very similar to this one, but I love this guy, so he is an icon. Again, a super underrated mold that I'm just so glad that they brought back. And of course, thanks to them bringing back this mold, we were able to get the yellow shark, which is in the tubes, which is one of the best G7 pets so far. We have to give our praise to this little man right here for giving us the greatest blessing that was yellow shark. Next, we have the pink anteater, and if you have been watching my videos for long enough, you will know that the anteater, again, is one of my favorite molds of all time. Take a shot every time I say that. You're drunk. You're dead. You're gone. Legitimately, the anteater is one of my favorite molds of all time. The original is one of my favorites. I collect all of the anteaters. The anteater is just so special to my heart. It's just, oh, I thank the Lord every day that they made this pet, and I am so glad that we have this mama. She's legendary. The only critique that I will give, and it does not take her ranking down any further because she is legendary and there's no denying that. My only critique is that I hope that in the future we will get more anteaters of different colors, because I believe right now we have either 3 or 4 anteaters that are pink, so it would be super cool if we could get some different colored ones. Next we have the purple panda. This queen is so cute. Her little heart eyes. She's a beautiful baby. She is an icon. That is iconic. It would be illegal if I put the black and white panda into iconic and I did not put this queen into iconic, because she is just She's beautiful. Next we have the walrus. This little dude is going into Slay. Now I really do like him, I really do, but I cannot get over that big thing on his face. I can't get over it. It's too big. I love this pet's eyes and I love the colors that they use. Like I really love this pet, but that thing is just really annoying me. So that's why he ended up in Slay. But do not get me wrong, sir, I love you very much. And lastly, we are ending on an absolute banger. This is a wildcat. We are still unsure what this cat is supposed to be. On the LPS database, they call it a tiger. This is the jaguar mold, and I've seen most people call it a lioness. I'm going to go out on a limb, and for me personally, I feel like it looks most like a mountain lion, but even then, it really doesn't. We're just gonna call it a wildcat and be happy with it. As a wildcat lover, this is obviously iconic for me. I would put it in legendary if I had any idea what species this wildcat was, but because I have no idea and like it's really hard to tell just by looking at it, it's going in iconic just for that reason. I love this mold. I love the designs. I do love the colors. I just wish that there was something about it that was more telltale as to what it is. I also do know that this pet, I believe out of all of the blind bag pets, this is the one that has the squishiest head, which if you're not familiar with that, like their head squishes in. And then obviously these guys, like it doesn't. So yes, my friends, that concludes this video of me ranking all of the blind box Littlest pet shops. As I said, this was a collaboration with the iconic LPS Cobalt. So his video will be linked down below and it will be popping up here in a minute once I get finished rambling. Make sure to check it out. I am so grateful to know this man and I'm so grateful to have been able to do this collab with him. And this was just such a fun video and I'm so thankful that he came up with this amazing idea. Please comment down below which blind box pet so far has been your favorite, and did we have similar ideas? Did we not agree at all? Definitely let me know. And if we need to fight, you set the time and place and I'll be there. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you super soon with a new video. Goodbye. Oh, this is so ominous. That's my fist fighting skills, y'all. Y'all better not want to fight. Okay, goodbye. Closer for a taste.